Today we'll go over the p-value. P-value measures the strength of evidence against the null hypothesis. Basically, it assumes that the null hypothesis is true. So assuming what is the probability of obtaining those results. So the probability of obtaining the null hypothesis. So for example, let's say a company claims that the average battery life is 10 hours. So the null hypothesis would be that the average is 10 hours, and the alternative hypothesis would be that the average is less than 10 hours. So the test we'll perform is if the battery life is less than 10 hours. We'll have alpha as 0.05. It means that there is 5% of chance of rejecting the null hypothesis. So it's rejecting if the null hypothesis was true. Then you have to perform the t-test. And then if you get a p-value of 0.02, then you have to make a decision. So if p is less or equal to 0.05, you reject the null hypothesis. If p is bigger than 0.05, then you fail to reject the null hypothesis. So basically, since p, which is 0.02, is less than 0.05, you reject the null hypothesis. So a small value, it means that there are strong evidence against the null hypothesis, which means you have to reject the null hypothesis. If there is a large value, it means the evidence are weak, which means you cannot reject the null hypothesis. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing you need to remember is that if the p-value is too low, you reject the null hypothesis.